All right, today we're doing an N of 2 instead of an N of 1 because we are looking at the Saucony Endorphin Elites, and we're going to review them. They've been out for a little bit, I think a couple months at least, maybe more than that.
Yeah.
They've been out for a while, but I really don't use them much because I use my Endorphin Pro 3s mostly. So I'm going to check them out today and let you know how they are. And the N of 2. Just finishing up our warm up. It was about 1.5 miles. We went to the track and tried them out on the track. So far I can definitely tell you they won't keep your feet warm. So if you're looking for your warm feet, then I wouldn't take these along with you on the race. Maybe you'll go to the United Half Marathon where it's usually like 20 degrees. Go to a summer race in them and wear them there, but my feet are like blocks of ice right now. They're just very breathable, which is good if you want to keep your feet nice and cool. For the warm-up itself, well, I don't feel great in them because they want to go fast. They don't want to run slow, so I definitely feel that. So I'm gonna try them out running fast and see how they feel. All right, and I'll let you know in a little bit. All right, I'll have to say it's mighty cold out here. My mouth is a little frozen. My feet are definitely still frozen even after the workout. So I basically did 10 pickups while I was trying to maintain like an 8-15 minute pace. My friend, I think, has been doing 400s over there. We're at different levels, but we're both wearing the Saucony Elites, Endorphin Elites. They're super shoes, and you can feel that they definitely want to go fast. They're definitely harder than a little bit harder on your feet than the Pro 4s. They're not as cushy. So if you like something firmer, that's the way to go. The speed roll mechanism is amazing. It's really very, very good. They're so incredibly light. I'll go through the specs later in this video, but yeah, really, really super light. They got the carbon fiber plate. You feel the propulsion, but I don't know. The one thing I don't like is that I feel like I'm wearing slingback clogs or something, because they're definitely more summer shoes. So Hugo, what did you think of them I guess you were doing 400 repeats, huh? What did you think?
Oh, here we are.
What did you think of them?
I liked them. I got myself down to a race pace for me, which was below 8:20.
Okay, I'm back from my almost 5 mile. I did a stride repeat run, so about 1.5 miles warm up to the track that I showed you with my friend. And then I did some stride repeats, so pretty much tried to maintain like between 8-15 minute mile. And then doing like just 20-second like strides just to, just basically kick up the speed in these guys and see, or girls, they looks more like a girl, doesn't it? To see how fast I could get my legs moving. Of course, it is really cold out today. It was like 20 degrees when I was running, and I was chilled to the bone in these. My feet were freezing, felt like blocks of ice. I mean, you can tell they are extremely breathable. This is like a sort of engineered mesh, I guess they call it exactly, but it's a mesh. And look at how holy they should, the holy tongue, the holy grail. No. So anyways, so it's an interesting design. A lot of people call them a slingback because that's what they seem like. See the slingback? This is what holds your heel in. This is the heel counter. And surprisingly, it does actually hold your heeling. You wouldn't think it would. You would think your foot would move around, and I have been very fearful of these shoes. I've worn them for a couple of races, but never a marathon, and that's what I really want to try them in. That's my goal, to find a warmer marathon and to use these. You know, they do feel a little bit bulky up top, so some people call them clogs with a slingback. So for that, you know, because of the top of it being kind of a lot there, holding, but it holds your foot in really well. And we have a semi-gusseted tongue here. We have 39.5 millimeters of foam in the heel, and there is an 8 millimeter drop. As you know, 8 millimeter drop is my favorite. I love the Saucony Elite Pros, the 3s, and now I'm getting used to the 4s, and I love that 8 millimeter drop is my thing for sure. And I feel like they're stable, and they say they're a little bit more stable than the Endorphin Pros. I'm not sure about that, but I do feel the stability. I feel the foam is undoubtedly firmer than in the Pro 4s. And to me, they're even a bit firmer than the Pro 3s. So if you like a firmer foam, that's where you gotta go for. Then the rocker. It's a great rocker. You are definitely moving forward in these. They want you to go fast. They do not like you to go slow. My warm-up, I was like much slower than I would be in typical warm-ups because I just couldn't really figure out my stride so never would I wear these for like an easy day or for a long run. I would only bring them to the race, and that would be that. There is a carbon fiber plate. You can see it in there. You can even tap on it. Of course, I think people have been afraid that rocks were going to get caught in this little divot. I could see that happening, but it hasn't happened to me yet during a race. I mean, like, how do you stop and try to get a rock out of there? You would lose a lot of time. Also, I know some people were worried about this rubber holding well on a slippery pavement. Well, believe it or not, today, because it was 20 degrees, the track was a little bit icy in places. I felt fine. I did just so you know, too, the basically the paces that I did, it was kind of funny. I started out pretty slow, maybe because I was a little afraid of the ice, but then I got faster and faster to the point where I was getting down to about a 6:45. So I feel like I was pretty much running at my fastest sprint with these. Possible, maybe I can try to get faster. But anyways, they are kind of up there in price. They're $275, and the Elites, the Saucony Endorphin Elite 2s are going to be coming out. Some people have them already, but because I think they were released with a very small number of them around the Olympics, and then I'm pretty sure they'll be released to the public pretty shortly. But they don't look that much different. Well, they look different, but they don't. The specs are very similar. All right, so that's the Saucony Endorphin Elites, to be basically the new race shoe for Saucony line. I guess they're thinking that the Endorphin Pros would be used more for other things, and that these would be used more for racing. So and I would say half marathon racing is probably the best way to go. All right, I'll see you again next time, probably tomorrow, in another N of 1.